Magnet television.
Magnet television.
Magnet television.
You're watching Magnet television because what else are you going to do?
Hey, it's Charity.
And Maddie.
From The Head and the Heart.
I'd say my all-time favorite song is Lonely Teardrops by Jackie Wilson. They call him the most electrifying entertainer of all time, and I would wholeheartedly agree. It's true. What's yours?
Mine would have to be a song that's been covered by many, many, many people. And actually, it was a cover that really kind of catapulted the song into kind of the stratosphere of mainstream, and but it would have to be Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. The album that initially comes to mind would have to be Iron Wine's The Creek Drink the Cradle, actually. I was 16 when it came out, and that's when I started learning guitar and started writing songs. And I just loved the sonic quality of his voice and the recordings and the songs. It was a very cohesive album, and it kind of unlocked a lot of things in my mind as far as, you know, you can record an album in your bedroom and you can do it all yourself. And so happens that he was on Sub Pop, Seattle label, and the label that, you know, our band signed with initially. But I remember just vividly, you know, like going to the record store, buying that album, and it inspiring me, you know, in many ways as a musician and writer.
I'd have to say the album that changed my life would probably be George Harrison's Cloud 9, because when I was a kid, I fell in love with the music video, first off, for the song I Got My Mind Set on You, and it sort of set me on a whole lifelong obsession with George Harrison and, of course, the Beatles and their whole solo catalog as well, and everything that they represent musically, and I've always had an affinity for George.
One of the best concerts I've ever attended would probably be seeing Prince at the Showbox in Seattle, which is like 1,100, 1,200 cap room. It was insanely loud and just insane to be in such an intimate space and see the amazing Prince perform.
I'd have to say the best concert I ever attended was probably Neil Young and Crazy Horse and Pearl Jam. And Blind Melon, actually, all three of them played at the Gorge in George, Washington. When I was a kid, my parents took us all to go see them, and that was wild and crazy. That was early days of Pearl Jam and prime years of Neil Young, and it was super special.
You have a good one.
I'd say my most embarrassing musical moment, which I have many.
You have several, yeah.
I have many. They happen every time I perform. But the most embarrassing one was it was during sound check. One of the workers at the venue warned me not to try to go out into the audience because there's this like ramp thing right in front of the stage, and I can't remember where or what venue this was. He said, if you're going to go into the audience, you got to jump over the ramp onto this bar, or else you're going to fall over. And of course, what I did was I went right onto the ramp and fell over immediately within like the first song or something like that. So listen to your venue employees; they know what they're talking about.
My most embarrassing musical moment, I would have to say, was really early on in the band's career, and one of our first shows, I think it was our first show outside of our hometown, Seattle, and we played Portland, Oregon, and within maybe the second song, my violin started, the pickup kind of unplugged, or there's something that we did troubleshoot, it stopped working, and at this point in the band, a record exec actually had flown out to see us perform at the show, and we weren't seasoned at all performing live at that point, and so no one was like improvising musically or telling jokes. It was just like dead silence while, you know, half the band was trying to troubleshoot, you know, my violin.
Cine.